You got a problem with it? Suck a dick. Because you're the one that took all of my kids' information to the fucking donkey over there. So I don't give a fuck if you ever spoke out. You don't have a platform to speak out. So fuck you, Meeka Kane. I hope you fall down, break a hip with your fat ass, and maybe you'll roll over your kid a few times too.
Me and B's friends again. Me and B will always be friends. Whether a bitch is retarded, mentally ill, it doesn't matter. That's still gonna always and forever be my twin. You can't calm the bitch down, but I bet you, and record this so you can send it to her inbox. I can calm that bitch down with a snap of a motherfucking finger. And that's why you're mad. You're mad because you can't calm B down, but I can calm B down. You ain't nothing but a crackhead, meth head, and report this to the FBI, because, bitch, what I got to say and what I am going to say, you're not going to like it. First of all, you mad? You blocked me when they told you I was getting out of jail. You blocked me, but you told B you blocked me when I
you guys can't.
her. No, you blocked me when I got out of jail. I couldn't even tag you.
The live?
I couldn't respond to nothing. And I unblocked B. Let me get that right. When I unblocked her, I said, "Twin, you know I'm about to show
Can you hear the live now?
You see, your problem is Cassie.
I remember that post.
Can you guys hear the live?
And Cassie's problem is this. When B started talking about your daughter being molested,
Peoples, can you hear the live?
You told her that man had 20 fucking years. That man had 20 years deferred. All he had to do was register as a child offender, do his community work, and do probation.
Okay, thank you.
You married this man. This shit happened in 1990 motherfucking 5. He got charged for a 5 years old. A 5-year-old Cassie. And what had happened was it wasn't just 95 when he was charged with a 5-year-old, because didn't you tell your old friend from newborn to 6 your daughter was molested? You said she was molested and she couldn't have kids. And if I'm lying, send it to the FBI, Cassie, because I got screenshots that I'll send with my reports.
I think everybody got them screenshots.
Don't play with me. Then you took him to court for your 2 babies, Randy and Anne Marie. The one who been living with your daddy since kids. Because if you remember in 2011, when Kelly Oliveira posted the picture of them at the motherfucking table, you said, "Ooh, my baby's hair is getting so long." Bitch, you would have known that if you was with your kids. You would know her hair was getting long. Don't nobody's hair get real long over the summertime. Don't play with me, Cassie. Don't play with me. And you took Medina to court for the Yunez kids because you were sleeping with Randall Yunez and Armando Medina at the same motherfucking time. And that's why you took him to court. So even though he molested your children and the one couldn't have babies, you still laid up with this man.
And what's the present address for this man right now?
5th, Delaware, Pensacola, Florida. And bitch, don't play with me, Cassie, because you 3.5 hours away from me. You want to pull up on Lisa. You want to go to California, but I'm 3 hours away from you.
She even willing to come to Chicago.
Me.
But ain't making it yet.
And I don't even know how you say you ain't been in Chicago when Cassie Oliveira got a bankruptcy case in Chicago. So who was using your name? Oh, and this Anthony that you was with?
Right? It was hers.
This
it was
Anthony that you was with used your email address, known as Chicago T-Man. Oh, let's go there. Since you want to background check me, I ain't got nothing. Which I want to know. Yes, I'm from Virginia. Yes, my family is from Virginia. What you want to know, Cassie? I can tell you, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I got dope kids, I got crack kids, I got weed kids, I got alcoholics in my family. but we ain't a part of no motherfucking
God
Mexican
damn, peoples, I told you. She got the MF receipts. Oh, man.
It wasn't just the first child. See, he got
it was the oldest child and the second child.
And it's busted out tonight, too, man. And I was going to put that shit out Saturday.
Then you want to come on the motherfucking inbox and act like, oh, he only got second. No, bitch. He got second and third degree pedophile charges, sexual assault. Because the third degree, he penetrated in the anal or any other hole in the body. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
See, all of us ain't stupid.
Tiff, it's over with, ma'am.
I see.
What you say?
God damn! I told you I got the receipts and I was
hold on for a minute.
Friday, but
hold on for a minute.
Saturday, but
I know.
Tiff, it's
I'm gonna
over
come
with.
Kiss you. I know. I'm just getting home, but go ahead, baby. I'm just getting home, but I'm gonna come in and tuck you in, and because I love you.
Man, I gotta people. I gotta listen to this.
Never be able to do was tell your children at a young age you love them because they daddy was telling them that he loved them more while he was fucking them. And I want to know why you were so old and working at churches or whatever he was working at, why he couldn't love you, why he had to love on your daughters. And you trying to tell me from newborn to 6 that you couldn't tell that your little girl's poom poom wasn't being touched? They wasn't dark-skinned children, so they poom poom had to be red. Send it to the FBI because I'm ready for my screenshots and my reports and everything to go to them and show them that, hey, when she opened her mouth and said something, it was public information. Let's go with it. And I'm going to hit up Amber. And I'm going to hit up Angelica. So you better hit them up and tell them to block me. Because if they don't, I'm going on every single post that I can comment on and screenshot everything you said. Oh, I told you, don't play with me. B is my twin and I came for her job. So what you think I'm going to do to you?
Bing bong.
I'm dead ass serious. If I come for my twin's job, what you think I'm gonna do to you?
Exactly, Raven. That means them kids probably ain't never had a checkup up until that time. Because
exactly is what I'm saying.
I'm still trying to figure out
how did Cassie was a working mama. Cassie was a working mama. I don't care if you a working mama or whatever you claim to be. When you come home, you got to change your newborn diaper. And if you can't see her cootie cat is red, what the fuck is you a mama for? I'm gonna put it out there, Cassie, because I told you don't come for me. I don't play them type of games. I don't do that shit. But I come home and I got inbox after inbox. Oh, Cassie's coming for you. This is the background Cassie's trying to do for you. Okay, so what you want to know, Cassie? Yes, my family is from Virginia. Yes, we is from Virginia and we don't play. And I told you that.
In the math lab, while she going around telling people she did this, she did that. At the end of the day, while you sit up here and talk all this here shit about me, I just got one question for you, Cass. Since you quick to put everybody information.
All I want to know is why Bobby Oliveira is in Teresa's friend list talking about I love you, Mama T, but come in unbiased and uncensored group under a different name, under Junior Stevenson Jr. Come on. Your daddy already told everybody that Oliveira comes from Oliveira, Spain, and y'all originated to motherfucking Texas. And guess what? Bobby Oliveira is from Texas. And let's put it out there. Because, see, I was trying to be patient about it. And I wasn't trying to release this information. But I hope my girl forgive me for saying this. But don't your son work for Joyner Electric? And if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Gina Kidd's sister Tara Joyner? Then she married Desmond Joyner. It's funny.
Oh,
it's
so
funny.
Wait a minute.
Don't play with me.
The name Tay Zondo comes in at.
Don't play with me, Cassie. Your son got on his page right now. Y'all don't believe me? Go look up Randy Yunez, Randy space Yanas. And when you look it up, the first thing you're gonna see is employed by Joyner Electric. Go to Gina Kidd, type in Tiara, her sister, you're gonna see Tiara Joyner. Don't play with me, Cassie.
Hey, Cassie, don't you
don't
know
play
Gina
with
Kidd
me
personally? I mean, you know, seeming as though you was at that hotel that night. You know, Gina Kidd is the one who was standing in the parking lot.
Don't play with me.
What's the other lady
and
name?
I hope Kate forgive me.
What's
and
the
I
other
hope
lady
Kate
name? Who
forgive
picture
me.
I put up? The lady in the pink that went to the door.
Hold
That was
on,
then the
hold
kid
on,
she
Nia.
went and spoke to.
I said, Nia, I said I had some stuff to say. Let me say all this because I'm tired of this bitch. I'm tired of this FBI police having bitch.
Get up.
For one, you came in me and Nana's group and you got mad because Nana wouldn't defend you because we wouldn't let people say, we wouldn't let you say that people's opinion was wrong and you state your case. You went to Edward's group and you did the same shit when Edward was kissing your ass. You thought you had it made. You posting your videos in Edward's group. You talking, you doing this. You came into the uncensored group and thought you was going to do the same thing. But how do you know Kate? Let me see how you know Kate. Because you came in her group where she's an admin and try to do the same thing. You try to act like everybody's opinion didn't matter. And when they made you an admin of the group, you started telling people, oh, you wrong. I'm going to show you. I'm going to drop a video. Every group you go in. Every fucking group you go in, Cassie, you try to tell people their opinion is wrong. But you sat there on that phone conversation that you didn't want to incriminate yourself. And then you had the nerves to say, you found out the name was Mark because you in a little research group did the investigation of the phone number, and that's what it came back to. But then I was thinking, you was friends with Gabrielle Ware at the time. And I asked Gabby, did she happen to do the research with you since it was Gabrielle's mouth who said that Lenore called him? And she said, no, I wasn't. I didn't do no research on his number. That was Cassie. But then when I talked to B said, oh, twin, that was me. That was me. I did. And I told her, twin, I know you, Cassie, did a video way in the beginning and used your voice. I know that. So don't play with me, Cassie. Let's talk about this. Why is Medina, the man who molested your children, why either his grandma or his mother live at your dad's address? Why you never go live? Why you never go live during the day, Cassie? Because there's too many of y'all motherfuckers in the house for you to go live. Not to mention that Kelly live across the street. So like I said to you earlier, your daddy didn't need you to come live with him because Kelly's right across the street. And there's people that live in the house with him. You was homeless. And you needed someplace to go.
Yeah.
So don't play with me, Cassie. I was trying to be nice and I was trying to say all this shit. And all this shit that I have, I just don't know. But I want to know why Bobby Olivera, who's friends with Charissa Martin, comes in and says, I love you, Mama T, and then comes into the group under Stephen Jr.?
Stephen Jr.
Stephen Jr.?
Yeah, something like
why
that.
Why he didn't come in the room with his name? Why he didn't come in with Olivera's name? Why? Because, oh, it's not that many Oliveras on this case. It's just you. And for Bobby to come in with Olivera, they would pinpoint him to you. And like I said, that background check on Greg Hughes, he might live in Portland. He might do. But he got a house in Texas, which was like
happened to be a block away from you.
No, which every address you have in New Bransfield, Texas, is like no more than 10 minutes away from him. And then you want to come at Nia. You want to come at YourTube R2. You want to come at all these YouTube channels and what monetize, whatever they say, your rights. But why you ain't never got to Tay Zonde? And she used your whole video. She used your whole video, and you ain't never mentioned Tay Zonde used your video.
I wonder
and
why.
Tay Zonde ain't messed with Meeka Kane since 2018. 2018. That's the last time Tay Zonde, but she used your video, not a snippet of your video, but she used your whole video.
And put it not she wanted to put it.
And she follows you because one of your videos in her playlist for Kanika. Let's talk about it, Cassie. Since you want to background check me, hold on, background check me. Because if anybody come to me and say, Meeka, this is you, this, I'm going to say, yes, it sure is. What you want to know? Yes. Yes, my mama lives in a trailer. She sure do. Yes, my grandma owns her own townhouse. She sure do. Do we? Yes, we have 2 acres of motherfucking land. And we not talking about no chicken shack. And we ain't talking about pulling up no chicken shack in the front of it. What you want to talk about, Cassie? But I wonder if Angelica know. I wonder if Angelica knows that I seen her picture with her black eye.
Oh.
And do I wonder if Angelica know that I know she had major body surgery?
Who had a major body surgery?
Oh, and Angelica, because the picture Cassie shows with her with the black eyes and the black hair, she don't look like none of that. Now, if y'all see Angelica now, Angelica is beautiful.
Wait a
She's
minute.
beautiful. What if I tell Angelica? No, what if I tell Angelica that you let everybody know that she turned over people's caskets?
But wait a minute, funeral. You talked about Rachel and you called her washed up. And your daughter was washed up before she got a BBL?
No. Listen, 2 years ain't gonna change you. 3, 4, 5 years ain't gonna change you. Angelica then had a whole body makeover. And I don't give a fuck because I'll show you the pictures. Because I got them in my inbox. From the black eye, from her, from you saying she turned over her boyfriend's somebody that she goes with. They went to a funeral and she turned over the casket. That she's a pill popper, weed head. She got mental problems. And you said yourself, you can't help B with her mental problems because you got a daughter that you can't even help. Not to mention that you wanted to take a bet to your daughter's head, the one that you allow your husband to molest. You did this.
Better yet, let's really talk about why you flee to Florida. Didn't your daughter kick you out your own house?
Well, if you recheck, like Cassie trying to research me, but if you research Cassie, you'll see when she left Texas, it's when the bitch got off probation. Baby. That's when she got off probation. She was on probation. She could not leave. That's when she got off probation, that's when she left Texas.
Or let's talk about why you really had to leave. Let's talk about how you couldn't be around Anthony no more. Or shall we call him both?
I don't care what you call him, but Anthony Scrooching ass, whatever his damn name is, whether he's Cuban or black, it doesn't matter, Cassie. You're not married to him. You only been married twice in your life. You've been married to Sanchez, which was 17 months. You was married to Sanchez, which was 17 months.
Yeah,
and then your ass was married to Medea. And Medea did all this to your kids. While you was at work, you come home and you ain't changed a diaper, ain't taken to a doctor's appointment to know that your girl's poom was messed with. You ain't know that.
Well, but then you want to know why? I'm just gonna say this here.
You want to come in the inbox with Debbie. You want to come in the inbox with Debbie and act like he got second chance, like he just exposed himself.
You so busy worried about what I'm doing in my household. I know what goes on with my grandkids every day. But was it the fact
and I wonder every time, hold on. And I wonder why every time B always talk about send me some crack, Cassie.
What she say in the audio? What she say? You ain't got 100 grams for me.
Okay, then. Come on, Cassie.
So, but you was chasing 100 grams. And while you was chasing that 100 grams, he was chasing your daughter's poom.
Cassie, let's be honest.
But let's talk about why Angelica really don't like you.
When Lisa Love first came out, and you and her was arguing, and she posted a picture because I'm tired of this with Lisa Love. And like I said, go to the FBI on me because I will gladly drop them receipts where it was public information after their mama dropped it. When Lisa Love in 2018 dropped your husband mugshot in our group, she didn't post that picture knowing that she did that to your daughter. You let everybody know, oh yeah, that's my husband. Oh yeah, he did. And then you slowly but surely start telling everybody that it was your daughter. But see what you fucked up with, Cassie, is that you don't remember you was telling everybody he served 20 years. Mm-hmm. No, he didn't serve 20 years. He did 20 years deferred. That means if he did the community work, register as a sex offender, and report it to the probation officer, he would do it. You sitting there saying he served 20 years. Everybody know if you streetwise and you done been to jail, you know you get a mugshot every time you go to jail. If you in jail, they do not bring you out your cell to take no mugshot. So if this shit happened in 95, please explain to me, if he had 20 years, how come in 2005 he got a mugshot?
Or better yet, wait, Meeka, I think that's something else.
And if he did 20 years, Cassie, how in 1998 or so you got him for a violation of what was it? Restraining order.
His restraint. No, well, better yet, let Meeka Kane, we got one even better. So if he was locked up from 96 to 2016, how the fuck did he catch a case in 2005?
I'm just wondering, how does he have a mugshot? Because, like I say, if you've been to jail and you streetwise, you know, you get a mugshot.
He been home.
Every time you
he
go
never
to jail,
went nowhere.
That's why your motherfucking ass got about 7 or 8 mug shots.
Let's
talk about how you was caught with drugs on you. And you didn't have your kid, your child or whatever in a seatbelt. Like, come on, Cassie, don't play with me. And then you want to go on the phone conversation. No, it wasn't even a phone conversation. Let me correct that, because it wasn't no phone conversation. This is something you was just telling the person. You said that El Chapo got arrested, and the Flores twins, Flores twins was testifying against him. So tell me this, Cassie, on your drug charge, how you got Santiago, let me get that. I think it's Santiago Flores on your paperwork. How you got a Flores on your paperwork? And you, out your own mouth, said that he had places in California, Texas, New York, Chicago. If I remember right, once again, your daddy said Manuel Oliveira said that Oliveira comes from Oliveira, Spain, and y'all all originated. No, y'all didn't originate. I'm lying.
They resignated to Texas.
Y'all migrated to Texas.
That's the word. Why do y'all migrate to Texas?
Y'all from Oliveira, Spain, and y'all migrated to Texas. So Bobby Oliveira is from Texas. The Flores twins got business in Texas. And a Flores testified with subpoena for your drug case. I'm just trying to make me understand. Like I say, if you're going to do some background check, do some background check. For real. I ain't got no problem. Yes, my sister been to jail. Two of them been to jail. They sure has. But see, this is the problem. You don't know my family like I know yours. Exactly. And I promise you, tomorrow when I wake up, I bet you, Amber, you better call your daughter, since you claim you talk to them. You better talk to them and tell them to block Meeka Kane, because I'm coming on a status and I'm going to post your screenshots. I'm going to post your screenshots. I'm also going to your daddy's page and I'm going to post them screenshots. I'm going to Anne-Marie. I'm going to Randy. I'm going to Anne-Marie's boyfriend. I'm going to Cruises, Amber's old man. And I'm going to Angelica herself. And I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm just going to post your screenshots, because I'm telling you, I told you before, don't come for me like that. I've never, ever, ever came for your family like that. And I told you, only time I said something about your daughter, I said it because you was lying. And I know your daughter wouldn't want you to feel like you lying. But I'm coming to them now. So you better get on the phone and call them. And tell them to block me. Because if not, they friends, all of them are about to see what they mama said about them. And I put that on my dead daddy's grave. I'm going to go. I'm going to go to them. You open up a can of worms, and I kept telling you, leave me alone. If I love Cat, I love B. But if I come for B's job because B talked about my son, what you think I'm gonna do to you? Please call the FBI. Please make a report, because that report you did on Neil for a hell of a chick,